this video today, I'm going to be letting you guys know if the new Smashbox foundation is worth the hype. This is a new foundation that's highly talked about on YouTube right now. It's called the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. And this retails for about $42, and I bought mine at Ulta, but I'm sure you can also buy it online as well. Alright, I'm just going to read the box to you guys. This is what the box looks like. This hydrating foundation was created in our LA photo studio to look and feel amazing throughout an entire 15-hour shoot. It's medium to full buildable coverage. It's oil free and controls oil all day. It's sweat, humidity, and exercise resistant, color true, and transfer resistant, and it has a demi matte finish. To use it, blend well over skin with either a brush, sponge, or fingertips starting at the center of the face. This does contain your typical foundation amount, which is 1 fluid ounce, and I got the shade 2.1. Alright, so right now I'm going to show you guys how it actually applies. I'm going to be showing you guys one side with a foundation brush. This is my 3D HD Kabuki brush by Sigma. Then I'm going to show you guys how it applies with a beauty blender on the other side. So I'm just going to shake this first. This foundation does have a pump as well, which is really good. And I'm going to apply this to the back of my hand. I'm just going to apply 2 pumps at first, and I'm going to apply this to the middle of my face on the one side that I'm going to use the brush. This is my favorite foundation brush because I like the angles that it has on it. So I'm starting in the center of my face and working out. Now this shade is a little bit yellow for my tone, but I really couldn't find any neutral shades. Now I do have a lot of breakouts on my face, so you're really going to be able to see how this foundation applies. I don't have too many breakouts though on this side of my face. So that is the first layer with the brush. Now I'm going to go in 2 more pumps with a beauty blender on the other side. Again, I'm going to start in the center of my face and work my way out. Now, I've already wore this foundation several times. This isn't a first impression. This is like a full review. I'm going to be letting you guys know what I think of it and if it's really worth the hype, like I said. Alright, so this is what the foundation looks like after applying just 1 layer, and I applied 2 pumps to each side. With this foundation, I do feel like you need a lot more. Now with 1 layer, you can still see my freckles right here. You can still see my breakouts. I have a really bad breakout right here, and you could still see everything. Yeah, like I said, it is a medium coverage foundation. I like to go in with 1 more layer, so I do apply 2 layers. I want full coverage, especially with everything that I have going on. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with another layer. Alright, and then I'm going to go back on the other side with a brush. Alright, and that's what it looks like after a second layer. And with a second layer, I feel like it's definitely more full coverage. Remember, this is a buildable foundation, but if you don't like a lot of foundation, then just know this is a medium coverage foundation. So as far as what it looks like, it did not cover this pimple, but that pimple is so red. It's like one of those pimples that are underneath the skin. I feel like that's something I would need a color corrector for, but I didn't apply a color corrector because I want you guys to see what this foundation looks like. I mean, you can still see this one as well through my skin. Again, it's something that I would use a color corrector for, but all the scarring that I have on my chin, it did hide it. And yeah, it did hide all my freckles, and for the most part it did hide my bags underneath my eyes. Now this foundation hasn't been set yet or anything like that. This foundation does look like you have foundation on. It's not very light. You can also feel this foundation on your skin as well. I'm gonna finish my makeup and I'll let you guys know a little bit more of what I think of this foundation. So yeah, alright. So now that I have the rest of my face done, I just want to finish telling you guys what I think of that foundation. Overall, I think this is a great long-lasting foundation. There was a night to where I actually fell asleep with my foundation. I know, please don't kill me, but yes, I did fall asleep on with my foundation. Sometimes it just happens, and when I woke up, this foundation was still put. So it definitely lasts a long time, and I like that about this foundation. What I don't like about this foundation is the fact that you can feel this foundation on your skin. It feels like foundation. It feels like you have makeup on your skin. And it does also look like you have foundation. Now on camera, it looks great. You can't tell that I'm wearing foundation, but in person, you definitely can. Now, is this foundation worth the hype? It really depends on where you're going. I don't think this is a good everyday foundation, but I'm still gonna keep this foundation because I think it's great for when I go out. Like, if I'm gonna be out in a club, like, I think this foundation's great because I know it's gonna last. This foundation does have really good staying power, like I said. So I'm definitely gonna keep this foundation just because I think it's great for long nights out in a club sweating. And I think it's, I mean, think about it, that's when you're gonna also be taking a lot of pictures. So I do like this foundation, just not for every day. So I'm definitely gonna keep this foundation. I think as far as how it feels, it really reminds me of that Urban Decay matte foundation that just came out. I didn't keep that foundation because I didn't like the way it looked on my skin. If you guys like this review, then make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that way you guys can see more makeup reviews and more makeup tutorials. And yeah, that's all that I have for you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.